Hey dear students, welcome back to this e-learning session of GS College of Commerce, Wardha. This lecture is for the BCom second semester for subject Business Economics. So, in this subject, we are dealing with our last topic, that is business cycle. So, let's begin with the meaning and the feature of the business cycle. In coming lectures, we are going to see the various phases of business cycle and the causes of business cycle. So, before understanding this concept, I would like to give you an example which must be very familiar to all of you. You all must have played with the balloon in your childhood. Even today, we use balloon for different purposes. It might be birthday party or anything, right? So, all of you must have seen the balloon. So, what happens with the balloon? That also happens with the economic activity in the economy. We are going to see how. First of all, we need to know what happens with the balloon. See, before we blow it, it remains a flat one, and once we start blowing it, so when the air enters into it, so it starts getting blown. Okay, it starts getting blown. It so slowly gets blown, and after reaching a point, either we experience or somebody tells us that if you're going to enter more air into it, so it will get burst. Okay, so uh, means there is a point, there is a limit after which you cannot blow the balloon, you cannot put more air into the balloon. Okay, so same thing happens in the economy, how that we are going to see in this lecture. Okay, and after that, what is there, if somebody just pinch a pin in the balloon, or somebody just put a pin in the balloon, or so what happens, it gets leaked, it start getting leaked, and uh, the air starts coming out, and once the air starts coming out, so slowly it again gets flat. Okay, so this the same thing happens in the economic activities, the same thing happens in the economy, how that we are going to see here. Okay, so just keep in mind the example of balloon that I have given you. So when I'm going to explain the phases of business cycle, it's going to be easy for you to understand them. So first, let's start with the meaning of business cycle. See, when we talk about the cycle, so what happens with the cycle when we drive the cycle, so what happens, sometimes legs come up, sometimes legs come down, sometimes pedals come up, sometimes pedals come down, right? So in the economy as well, sometimes the economic activities goes very positively, everything in the economy, every economic variable goes very positively, so we say that it is upward movement in the economy. Okay, and sometimes like the pedal goes down. In the same way, sometimes every economic variable shows a negative trend. The economic activity also slopes downward, also moves downward. So, in that time, we say that the economy is going downward. Okay, so like, like the movement happens in the cycle when we drive it, the same movement happen in the economy, and that movement which happens in the economy is known as business cycle. Okay, so let's start with the meaning of business cycle. It is the rhythmic fluctuations in aggregate economic activity that an economy experiences over the period of time. So it is the rhythmic fluctuation. Now what is the meaning of this rhythmic fluctuation? It happens in a certain pattern, like there is rhythm. When somebody is teaching dance, so they teach in the pattern of 1 2 1 1 1 2. Okay, so that is the rhythm. If somebody is training you for the parade in NCC, so again it is in the form of 1 1 2 1 1 1 2, etc. So that is the rhythm. In the same way, in economy, the economic activity fluctuate in a particular rhythm. Okay, and that rhythmic fluctuation in the economic activity, aggregate economic activity of an economy, is known as business cycle. This business cycle is also known as economic cycle or the trade cycle. Okay, like if you're going to talk about the human life, so every day does not remain same for us. Sometimes we get so happy due to the occurrence of certain event, sometimes due to the occurrence of certain event we get sad, and sometimes it is like okay situation, we're not so happy, we're not so sad, we're normal one. Okay, so same thing happens in the economic activities as well. Sometimes they go very positive, sometimes they go negative, and sometimes they remain at normal level. So these different phases are denoted by the different terms when we talk about the business cycle. What are those terms that we are going to see further? Okay, so basically in gist, if somebody is going to ask you what is the meaning of business cycle, so it is a trade cycle or the economic cycle whereby you are going to observe the rhythmic fluctuation. Rhythmic fluctuation in what? Rhythmic fluctuation in the level of economic activity which is occurring in an economy. So rhythmic fluctuation in the economic activity which can be experienced over a period of time is known as business cycle. Business cycle is also termed as trade cycle or the economic cycle. Okay, now we are going to see what are the features of business cycle. So first feature of business cycle is that it is recurrent and periodic. See, as I have told you that business cycle are having different phases, namely there are four. First one is expansion, second one is contraction, second one is peak, third one is contraction, and fourth one is trough. Trough is also known as depression. Okay, trough is also known as depression. So these are the phases of business cycle. So first feature of business cycle is that it is recurrent and periodic. See, each and every phase of business cycle occurs again and again. It repeatedly occurs. Okay, and after a certain period of time it occurs. Okay, that is why we say that business cycle is recurrent and periodic. After a particular period of time, all these phases occurs one by one. Okay, all these phases occurs one by one. That is why we say that business cycle is recurrent and periodic in nature. After that, non-definite. While explaining the meaning of business cycle, I have told you that it happens due to the rhythmic fluctuation in the economic activity. And rhythmic fluctuation in the economic activity is all pervasive. It happens in all the economies of world. So why this feature is saying that it is non-definite? It must be definite. So yes, business cycle is definite, but the period of business cycle is not definite. Like you're so happy, and if I'm going to ask you how long you're going to be happy and your level of happiness is going to be same, so can you reply? Of course you cannot, because you cannot predict how long you're going to be happy and how long the level of your happiness will remain same. In the same way, for how much time a particular phase will long, we cannot predict that. Nobody can predict that. That is why we say that business cycle is a non-definite. Okay, the period of business cycle is non-definite. Like you cannot predict how long the expansion will last. You cannot predict how long the peak will last. How you cannot predict how long the contraction will last. You cannot predict how long the trough will last. So this way you cannot predict how long the particular phase of business cycle will last in the economy. That is why we say that the period of business cycle is non-definite, but the occurrence of business cycle in different economy is particularly definite. The third feature of the business cycle is complex phenomena. See, this business cycle is complex phenomena. Complex means it is difficult to understand. Why it is difficult to understand? Because when we talk about the occurrence of business cycle, when we talk about the different phases of business cycle, so it may occur due to the different causes. It might be the internal causes of an economy, it might be the external causes of an economy. So it is not actually possible to predict the exact cause. It is not actually possible to predict for how much time a particular phase will last in the economy. That is why it is said that the business cycle is one of the complex phenomena to understand. It is one of the complex phenomena to interpret. The next feature of business cycle is it originates in free market economies. See, it is said that the business cycle originates in free market economies. What is the meaning of free market economies? Free market economies is basically the capitalistic economy whereby the decisions are taken on the basis of the interaction of forces of demand and supply. So that is why it is said that the business cycle generally occurs in the free market economy. And in today's era, if you're going to see, so most of the economies in the world are the free market economies, or they are having the characteristics of capitalism in them. That is why nowadays you're going to find that business cycle is all pervasive. Okay, after that, it impacts all economic variables simultaneously. When you're going to talk about the business cycle, so it impacts all the macroeconomic variables simultaneously. Like if you're going to talk about the national output, if you're going to talk about the national income, if you're going to talk about the employment, if you're going to talk about the production, if you're going to talk about the consumption expenditure, so the business cycle impacts all these economic variables simultaneously. When any phase comes, so all these economic variables gets impacted in a particular economy, and that is why it is said that business cycle impacts all economic variables simultaneously. We are going to see how in further lecture. After that, contagious and international. You must have heard about the depression of 1930s, which has started in USA and Britain, and then it has been spreaded to almost all the economies of the world. Okay, so why do that happen? It happened due to the fluctuation in economic activity, and it had started with a particular economy, but later on it has spreaded in all over the world. Okay, later it has spreaded in the different sectors, different economies of the world, and that is why we say that business cycle is a contagious one. Even though it starts in one sector, it starts in one area, still it gets spreaded to another area, it gets spreaded to another sector. Like there is depression in a particular industry, say telecom industry, so eventually it will also impact, eventually that depression will have its impact on the consumer goods industry. How? Because the people who were working in telecom industry, now if there is a depression, so their income will lower down. Some people would lose their job due to the depression in the telecom industry, and because of which they will reduce their demand for the consumer goods that they were consuming earlier. So because of which there is going to be the lack of demand, lack of effective demand in the consumer goods industry as well, and the depression is going to get started in that industry as well. So this way, if there is depression which is prevailing in one industry, so of course it's going to impact the another industry as well gradually. That is why we say that it is contagious and international in nature. Okay, when it is prevailing in one country, so of course in the world of globalization there is the international trade relationship among various countries. So if it is occurring in one country, so of course it will have its impact on the another country with which it is having trading relationship, with which it has the partnership in terms of trade and the businesses. Okay, so this way we have discussed the meaning and the features of business cycle in this lecture. In next lecture we are going to see the various phases of business cycle in detail. Till then, please keep going through the lectures, and in case you have any doubt, please ask me. Thank you.